Welcome to the first pen of Texel rams in this year's sale by a sheep called Fearn Captain. And we've got a strong showing here, led off by a set of twins, including this ram, who is ranked the fourth highest shearling ram on index in the UK, and then and his big brother, number 19. That 18 there is a wide sheep, a very well muscled sheep, with a big full loin and very wide and well filled across the tail head. He's not as big as his big brother though, who is just the biggest, most powerful square made sheep in the bunch. He's had trouble with a fly sore on his neck through the summer, um, um, but is well over that now. Top growth, good muscle, uh, above average fat, one with a lot of power, one with a nice bit of muscle. 20, a big sheep, light on his feet for such a heavy sheep, and 21, a very good skinned sheep. Both the same way bred as the first pair there. That first sheep is a smart sheep. He's well proportioned. He's nicely wooled, covered, but not just as tight a skin as 21 there. What I like about this pen of sheep is they're all quite neat shouldered and wide behind, with a good, that sort of wedge shape about them. And 21 really exemplifies that. And they've good bright heads on them too, with good hair. And I think that 21's a good example of this lot. Same breedings in 22, and 23 goes back to a different maternal line and actually out of a very good old granny that was the same breeding as the background to Blizzard on that 23 ram. 22 is a real good Texel shape to him, isn't it? He's good fill of loin and well filled through his jiggets and deep behind. That's him on the left. And 23, quite a refined fore end for a sheep that carries so much power and weight. Very positive fat, that 23, and a good feck, and that puts his index right sky high again. Now 24 is another positive fat sheep with a good index, and he's quite well matched with 25 in terms of appearance. 24, the closest one here, another powerful sheep with a neat fore end, and I think he's got a real good depth behind. If you put one hand on the top of his tail head and the other hand at the bottom of his jiggit, there's a lot of meat in between there. A nice kind of smart head as well. 25 is maybe the more powerful of the two. He's quite a strong sheep, that, and full of meat behind. This pair of captains have good length. 26 sheep in the reed there, a very long sheep, bare skin, sharp head, with a good top on him, and a big able sheep. Then the taller, longer ram 27, quite a neat front-ended sheep. Should be easy lambing, and but with good width behind. You're getting through this pen, but the whole lot of them are in the top 1% on index. So, in terms of performance, it's really about picking which sheep you like. This is a nice pair, 28, 29. Seeing 29 first, he's a sheep with a great depth of jigget, really good ended sheep that, and bit long and good in his legs, and a good smart ram with it. That's a huge jigget EBV, and you can see where that comes from. He's a nice bright sheep, that 28. His granny was a very good ewe. She was a light boned, very big-bodied ewe, and he's a sheep with a big top, plenty of length, a good skin, and a right bright outlook. Last two in this big pen. 30 there, another sheep with good length and end and plenty of power to stand up with the rest of this pen. Still in the top 1% on index. The 31 Ram is he's over in the mouth at the moment, and a little bit narrow hawked maybe that Ram, but he's a big top, and he carries himself in good order. There are a handful more of these Captain Rams in the last pen coming up towards the end of the sale.